Beloved ones, children of the earth, I am the ascended master, whom some of you may know as Morya. I have incarnated several times upon your planet. I truly understand the struggles and the challenges which seem to beset you as you endeavor to lift yourselves up into the light. And so I am most grateful for this opportunity to be of assistance to each one of you in that endeavor. For truly, the time is now critical upon this earth, where the way that power is being used will literally shift from the power of personal will, of the abuse of power, power over, and power for self, to amass great personal wealth and fortunes. This is the old way, and it is a complete misuse of the true purpose of power. The ray which I am the master of is the first ray. It is the ray of will and power. And beloved ones, I say to you now that at this most critical time upon your earth, I do urge you within yourself to make the shift that the planet herself has requested. That you put aside your personal ego will. You offer yourself as an empty vessel in service to the divine will. And as you do this, as you become the vehicle for the will of the divine to be present upon this earth, then I can assure you that your own life will change quite magically, because it is through the surrender of the ego will, the ego mind. When you fully submit yourself to the divine will, which your own soul is always in alignment with. As you might say, when you get out of your own way, then truly the divine can pour its blessings through you. And you will have the opportunity to live heaven on earth as it was meant to be. Understand that the energy on the earth is shifting from the love of power to the power of love. Within your own cellular memory, you are carrying much trauma from the many occasions in your history as an individual and as a race, where humanity undertook to learn the lessons of the abuse of power. All of you carry within you the memories of the great times of destruction upon this planet. From the time of the original fall from grace, where humanity experienced separation for the first time, through the destructions of Atlantis, of the great temples of ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, where whole civilizations were destroyed because of greed and the misuse of power. And within your own personal lives, you have experienced in many lifetimes events where you have been enslaved, controlled, where you have had your freedom, your independence taken away. And you have also experienced lives where you have abused their power, or the power that was given to you, perhaps as a ruler or a priest or a priestess. So none of us is free from the experience of both having abused and been abused by the misapplication of power. So this is a subject which many people have difficulty with. Some of you are so afraid to use your power because of memories where you have either abused it or been enslaved by another. And so in this lifetime, you are finding that those who have enslaved you are appearing once more in your life as your controllers, dominators. You have given your power away to them in the past. And in this lifetime, they reappear to give you the opportunity to reclaim your power. And so I am come this day to offer you a healing practice that will allow you to release imbalance concerning the use of power from your previous lives, and to fully step into that place of surrender to the divine will. As our beloved brother, Lord Sananda, said on his time on earth as the Master Jesus, thy will be done. Not my will, but thy will. And so I invite you now to enter the beautiful temple on the continent of India, in a place that is known to you as Darjeeling, which is my retreat upon this earth plane. So see yourself now to be walking in a most beautiful garden. There are exotic flowers. There are lakes and pools, fountains. Much water is flowing through the gardens. And at the center of it all, a most beautiful temple made of pure white marble. I invite you to step inside this temple, to enter the peace and the stillness which lies within. As you walk around the temple on the cool marble floor, the temple is filled with light. And with each step that you take, you are entering more deeply into stillness, into peace. At the very center of the temple is a rich blue flame. It is a royal blue. It is the flame of divine will and power. It is a flame which allows the realignment of the small will, the ego will, the will for self, with the divine will that is in alignment with your own divine essence, which is always aligned to the plan, the divine plan for the unfolding of life, not only on this earth plane, but through all of the universes. Everything that happens is being played out in accordance with the divine plan. There are no mistakes. And so as you bring yourself into a deeper alignment with the plan, then your life will become much more rich and fulfilling. So we invite you now to see yourself entering the flame, this deep, bright, royal blue flame, which is a cool flame. It's a powerful, transforming flame. So feel yourself within the flame. Feel it flowing through your body. This powerful royal blue flame is flowing through every muscle, every bone, every nerve, every organ of your body. And it is inviting out from the cellular memory all of those memories of trauma, where you have been a victim of the abuse of power. Including the times as the abuser, as the perpetrator. Both of these energies have left a residue in your body, which is preventing you now from using your free will in perfect alignment with the divine will and the divine plan for this earth. So just allow the blue flame to fulfill its purpose. Let us invite from your cellular memory any wounded aspects of yourself from your past, which are preventing you from truly claiming your power and offering it in surrender to the divine will. So imagine there is a door in front of you. And stepping out of that door is one of the wounded aspects of yourself, either from an earlier time in this life where you were abused in some way, emotionally, physically, mentally, or from a previous life where you were disempowered or enslaved. So just watch till that wounded self steps out through the door. And as you see that wounded self beginning to appear, you notice the symbols of their disempowerment. It could be some form of restraint, the clothes they are wearing, or their demeanor, the way they hold themselves. And so you speak to this wounded self. Who is the representation of all of your memories of being abused or abusing power. And you say to this wounded self, I am sorry that you have experienced this pain, this suffering. But I have come to find you now and to set you free. It is time to be released from all of these memories that have been preventing you from walking upon this earth as a fully self-empowered master. It is time to be who you truly are. So we now invite to come forward all of those who have karmic connection with these memories, all of those with whom you have had the contracts to experience the misuse of power, either as victim or perpetrator, because both were contracts. One would be the abuser, one would be the abused. So we ask for all of these contracts to be returned to the source now. We see this and we decree this in the name of the One, and it is done. You are blessed, released, healed, and forgiven. blessed, released, healed, and forgiven. Go in peace. Go with God, and blessed be. As we have spoken, so it is. So now, move forward and release whatever it is that is binding this wounded aspect of yourself. It may be chains or shackles, some form of degradation, humiliation. And as you remove the chains, you are setting yourself free from all of these memories where power has been abused. By divine grace, by divine dispensation, you are forgiven. And all of those with whom you have these karmic contracts are also released and forgiven. So there is no need in this lifetime to keep on replaying these karmic cycles of the use and misuse of power. It is past, it is gone, it is done. And so let it go. So now that the shackles have been released, this wounded self is free to simply dissolve into this rich blue flame, to return to the source, to the light. And you are now free. It is time for you to move forward with this beautiful planet on her ascension path. It is her will for those of her human children to move out now of the energy, the vibration of power over, and replace the love of power with the power of love. It is time for each individual to make that choice. Where will you stand on the earth? Do you choose the power of love as the way forward now? If it is so, then simply make that promise and commitment. that from this day forth I shall walk this earth as a beacon for the power of love. So just feel yourself in this rich blue flame. And as you release those wounded aspects of self, you are able to move more deeply into the flame. Simply allow this rich blue flame to dissolve the physical self. Allow yourself to merge into this beautiful royal blue flame, the flame of all that is eternal, the flame of pure love and pure intention, purity of will. And feel yourself as you merge into this flame, simply becoming one with all that is. Because in this flame, all is one. Feel yourself as the I am presence that is one with all that is. So feel that blue flame completely dissolving your form, your physical body, as you become the flame. Allow yourself to feel that you are the flame, which is eternal. Feel yourself merging into oneness with all that is at the center. Feel yourself coming into alignment with divine will, with your own divine essence, which is entirely in alignment with divine will. That will is fully present here in this blue flame. Simply surrender yourself to this flame. Offer yourself as a vessel for divine will and the divine plan to be fulfilled on this earth plane. Simply offer all that you are, holding nothing back, in service to the One, as you have done many, many times in the great temples of light, both on the etheric planes and the physical plane. And as you surrender all, so you receive all. The more that you give, the more shall be given unto you. This is the law. As you give, so shall you receive. And that gift is eternal life. So feel your whole self, your whole being within this rich blue flame, perfectly in alignment now with divine will. Feel yourself as the empty vessel, simply asking to be the vehicle for divine will to bless this earth. And as your vessel is being filled, with the essence of divine will, feel yourself overflowing with joy. Because what you have gained by surrendering your ego will is that which is eternal. As the Father has said, seek ye first the kingdom and all shall be added unto you. The kingdom is within, and it is simply offering yourself as the vessel and being filled with all that is divine. So feel yourself completely immersed in this royal blue flame of divine will, calm, centered, peaceful, and powerful. Because this will, this flame, is not affected by the opinion of others. This flame is complete unto itself. And as you stand in the flame, so you too are complete within yourself. No other can judge you. You are your own judge. It is for you to decide the consequences of the acts or the thoughts which you have had, and for you to make amends if you feel that is necessary. To feel yourself as this clear blue flame. And simply offer yourself as the vessel for divine will, and the divine plan. To bless this earth through you. So feel yourself centered in this flame. And I invite you now to step forth from the flame. But within you, you carry the essence of this clear blue flame within your heart. And this flame will be your guide. It will show you the way. By which you may come to understand that which is in alignment with the divine will on this earth plane. You simply ask yourself, is this unconditional love? What would love say now? What would love do now? This flame within which you will carry forth from this place will give you the answers. That which is not love has no need to be in your life. And that which is love must be fed and nurtured. So see yourself now stepping out from the beautiful temple, from my retreat in Darjeeling, feeling that clear blue flame within your heart. And see yourself being reunited with your physical body. Bringing that clear blue flame into your heart. That will directly connect you with the divine will and the divine plan for this earth. For you are now the willing instrument for the divine plan to unfold here. That will lift this earth out of suffering and back to love. So I am most grateful now for this opportunity to be of service to humanity in this way. As you walk forward from this place, know that you have reclaimed your power. You are free from all bonds and all restraints. Free to follow the inner voice which only answers the call of love. So be the change in the world by your acts, by your words. Teach them, help them to remember. that love is the only way forward. No matter what appears to have been wronged, love is the solution, and you are the vessel of that love. Because you are now an agent of divine will. Thy will, not mine. And so I bless you, each one of you. I am honored to be of service. I am El Morya, and I bid you good day and blessing.